Okay, there's 6, and there's my 7th. Thank you for coming. And go ahead and, let's see, we're going to start this speech off. And I'm going to stand right there. Okay, everything good? Am I on frame?
Yes.
Hi, sweetheart. Here's my beautiful dog. Almost. We're going to start right now. Alrighty. So, thanks for everybody being here. We're going to talk about what happened last week with the new transgender transgender non-discrimination policy that was passed by Brevard County. So last week, Brevard County School Board voted 3-2 to adopt a non-discrimination policy that would allow transgender students to use the bathroom of their choice. And this same policy was rejected by a unanimous vote back in February. So why did the school board have a change of heart? And the answer is, in May, the Obama administration issued a directive that threatened school boards that did not adopt the transgender rules that they had in the federal buildings for non-discrimination. They threatened to withdraw federal funding for any school board who did not, any school district that didn't adopt these rules. And these are rules, by the way, not laws. These are just rules that they passed. And these new rules allow males to use female bathrooms if they choose. Okay, so that's the whole problem with this. So let's have a reality check for a moment as far as gender goes. All people are born with the male or female chromosomes, and no matter what they do, there's no way to change a person's male or female DNA, of course. So no matter how many sexual limitations, surgeries you have, or hormone treatments, one is still either a man or a woman as they were born. We have a critic over here. So a person's psychological bearings don't change a person's sex either. So a person is still the same sex even if they identify with the opposite sex. We can all agree with that. Is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I agree too. So what makes this issue a problem? Well, let's talk about equality. Men and women have equal rights. They deserve equal rights. People deserve equal rights whether whatever their sexual orientation is. However, men and women, while they have equal rights, they're not the same. So men and women have different needs, and especially when it comes to the bathroom. Now, Target, the retail giant, they tried to be progressive in this, and they adopted this transgender policy with their bathrooms back in June of this year. And what happened is they said that a person can use whichever bathroom that they decide to use. A man can go in there, and if he identifies as being a woman, he can use the women's bathroom. And almost immediately, the arrests started piling up. Okay, and there's several peeping Tom incidences. And in one arrest, you had a transvestite male in there, and he was putting his phone under the stall and taking pictures of a 13-year-old girl that was using the bathroom in there. And her father barricaded the person in there until the police came, and they found 700 such images on his phone. And they also have tried this in educational institutions as well. The University of Toronto had a gender-free policy as far as the bathrooms there. And the DailyWire.com reported that male students were being caught holding their cell phones over female shower stalls and filming the women while they were in the shower there. And that's not the kind of thing that you want to hear that's going on at a school that your daughter's going to. You know what I mean? So, should transgender choices trump the rights that women and girls have to privacy in the bathroom? Well, of course not. And women and girls have constitutional rights to privacy. Transgender choices don't trump this right. nor should they. Girls don't want to share bathrooms with boys and men. Okay, now, and by the way, neither do lesbians or bisexuals. They don't want to share bathrooms with men either, even though this is categorized as an LGBT movement. You can take the LB out of it and just call it G and P, because that's the only ones that really want to see this agenda pushed. And so we all agree that women and girls have a right to walk into a bathroom and know that there's not a man in it. And you just saw my little daughter and my wife there, and I certainly don't want them going into bathrooms that men are in. And by the way, neither do the politicians that push this through. I don't think Obama's daughters are going to be going to university and sharing a bathroom with men there. I don't think the Secret Service protection detail that they have is going to be that open-minded. Do you?
No, I don't think so either.
Okay. So, well, this policy creates a dangerous situation that we all agreed on with females. Now, the school board, Andy Ziegler, he's a Brevard County School Board member. He was one of the 3 that voted for this. He said that no one asked them to do anything different with the bathrooms. But that doesn't matter, because just putting the transgender issue in there is the legal Trojan horse that they need to go ahead and open these bathrooms. I'm going to read you a quote on news13.com in an article entitled "Brevard County Schools to Hold a July Hearing on LGBT Policy," which was published on May 24th of this year. Matt Staver warned that, quote, "The school board should not approve language that includes transgender issues, because what it does is open up every restroom, locker room, and shower facility to every boy who wants to go into the girls' facilities." So there you have it from somebody you know. And there are more logical solutions than just simply having transgenders going into, or any boy that says he's a transgender going into the girls' room. We can reassign some of the boys' room, to reassign them to transgender instead, or even use some of those tax dollars and build separate facilities. But this policy where boys can use the girls is simply unacceptable. So, what can we do about this ill-advised policy, which puts our daughters in danger in their own schools? Well, first of all, this is not common sense, and it's against the will of the people, and it's a ballot box loser. So if this had merit, it wouldn't have to be passed by the threat of blackmail from the federal government, on withholding federal funding and hurting our children's education. So, vote against it. If you see it come up on a ballot as a proposition, and it very might well be, we're going to see what happens in these elections, but this issue is definitely not going to just be brushed under the carpet and accepted, because this is going against the overwhelming majority of the people. And so that's a definite possibility. You'll see it on a ballot. So go out and vote against it, and vote out the school board members that voted for this when that election comes up. Let your voice be heard. And you can write your congressman and write the school board and sign petitions against this ill-advised policy. And the track record of failure on this thing that puts our daughters in harm's way to appease the whims and choices of transgender boys, and we're talking about a very small minority of transgender boys and men that this policy is meant to appease. And this simply needs to be revoked, and it's going to take action to do it. So, take action when the opportunity presents itself. Thank you for lending your ear. Thank you so much.